Very softly. But every day you wake up to a home improvement is a better day. I have to come up with a great slogan for maybe I just do it. For people that are thinking about having work done on the house. Home improvement. What? A real big deal to me. Love those home improvements, man. Lava plastic wrap. Stunning, great stunning like that. Use my knife on it. Not quite big enough. Not quite long enough so you can take a piece out of it. And really big enough to what I wanted to do the whole home. You can see it working on it. Partially stone handle and wood. every country in the world, every fucking thing in the world. Control every fucking thing they feel. Because they're on the other side. Right. I wonder if the black people feel as strongly about what it is they do to the Indians. I think they need to focus on this shit as well. Referred to as political. You know what it is. That's actually, you just want to hold people accountable as individuals. And not one single one of them will elude you. Not one single one of them. No matter who they are. Judging by the fruit that they bear. About these Indians over here. You already live here. Many people could make their own savage Indians. So it seems from these people, these savage Indians are the ones who fed them, kept them from starving to death, dying a terrible death, suffering a terrible life. Really say for the first time in my life I really did much more considerate of the Indians because they were invaded. They were invaded, not by a sovereign nation, but by people. People that could have been killed when they got here. You know, sometimes I'm sure they were killed. You know, sometimes they fought, sometimes they got lost. The people would make peace with them. As soon as they made peace with them, see what they did to them. They hate us because of our freedom. That's what they told us. This country, we put that on TV and told millions of people in the United States. They hated us for our freedom, right? What fucking freedom, right? Of course, people would become critical and say, what freedom? Well, you've got a fucking camera, don't you? Yeah, I got a camera I paid $60 for. Well, you've got an internet, don't you? Yeah, I got an internet that we pay $35 a month for. Yeah. What have you got? These so-called leaders that lead from behind, right? What have they got? They got plenty right now, but they're going to keep fucking around stealing everything they can like they've been doing for centuries. Now it's to the point that when heathens and criminals get too out of control, they have bigger weapons now, and they don't have to worry about bullets anymore. They have much bigger weapons. Weapons of all kinds, man. You can look them up on YouTube. It's all public info. It has been created 70 or 80 years ago. This shit has been out for a long time. They can make the damn earth crumble from out underneath you now. Sure they can. They can do things that you can't imagine. God says in the Bible to call no man a fool or be in fear of the counsel of the Lord. So I'm not going to call these foolish leaders that we have, so-called leaders, which really not leaders at all. They're not leading me nowhere, man. You can't lead if I don't want to follow, right? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And I'm not buying this shit, man. None of it. It's all lies. 100%. And, superior thinkers don't buy into the massive bullshit. Bullshit of the masses, man. It's designed to control idiots. People that never consider a damn thing. They've never considered much, you know. And I was one of them, man. So not to be too hard on the people that don't see things the way I do. It's just because they don't know any better, man. They don't know any difference. But what really gets aggravating is when folks that are not as smart as many of them are out there, man, criticize. You know, they do that a lot. They criticize. Big birds, man, hovering around, looking down at Canelo that's laying over there sleeping. I wonder if some of our cats have ever been carried off by those birds, because they're able to do it. Something has been killing our cats in this neighborhood, that's for sure. And the devil worshippers will have a hard time getting their hands on them because they won't even come to Eva. So I know they're not going to come to them. So whatever this thing is that's killing these animals, it is probably not a man. It is probably an animal, man. A lot of these cat owners around here, typical American, man, is a real, they have the spirituality of a cockroach. They never think that animals like that do not need to be caged up, man. It's wrong to put an animal in a cage of any size. It's wrong, and I won't do it. So, people don't want to be caged up. Well, animals don't want to be caged up either. Just like them poor Indians, man. They didn't cage them up, did they? Shit, no. They, as soon as they came out with that 45, the biggest damn cowboy gun they could come out with, man, they shot more Indians with that son of a bitch gun than you could ever dream of, man. This whole country has been based on injustice, man. And they tried to instill some rights in the people. They tried to with that Constitution and the Bill of Rights, man. But they have completely ignored it now, so it has no authority and no power. So we're not Americans, man. I don't know what I am. I really don't know what I am, because I'm not an American, man. An American is someone that had a Constitution and a Bill of Rights, and I do not have that any longer. And anybody that thinks they don't is a moron. You know, that thinks otherwise, that they do have a Constitution or a Bill of Rights. I can prove it to you, man. You'd be surprised what people can prove to you just by talking, if you'll just hear them out, man. Listen. The first time that some young black boy hits you in the head with a rock as hard as he can and tries to kill you after he said you're fixing to die, and then you defend yourself, and that's your Second Amendment. the right to bear arms, you're going to go to jail for at least a year if you're lucky. And that's even if you're found innocent, right? Right. We are no longer allowed to defend ourselves against people of color, right? Well, why are they people of color? Because nobody else has any color but them? No, that's not the answer. Because people used to call them colored people, right? Right. Which really doesn't mean what it says. It's just somebody's, probably their best way of describing someone that's quite different than they are. And yet, very similar. So you're no longer allowed to protect yourself, right? I bet if somebody came up here to my property and hit me in the head with a rock, and I threw a rock back at them and hit them in the head and killed them, if they were white, it would be no big deal, man. But if it was a black person, they'd put me in prison. Yeah, this country is fucked up. That's what it is, a piece of shit. Ain't nothing about this son of a bitch for me as a real American that I was. I'm not an American anymore, man. I was a real American. But I lost my American citizenship when they stole the Constitution and the Bill of Rights right out from underneath us. And a lot of people, like police officers, they think they got the world by the ass, you know? Just take a look at the Dirty Dozen here in Lakeland, man. From the guy that took a picture of his genitals and sent it, and then a guy that some whore came on to down there, he got his ass fired for feeling up on her. Black dude. White guy took a picture, I think that was Thompson. Then Julio Pagan. Pagan, what is that? Pagan, is that Brazilian? Latino? I really don't know what Pagan last name is. I'm not familiar with it. But he was a man of color. Yes, arrested allegedly for rape at gunpoint. No, cops never commit crimes, do they?